This is Margaret Ann Windsor, my real name. The name I have to use is Peggy Ann Dempsey Childers. I'm married to Childers. The reason I'm putting this up, so I'm not going to lay out material as I usually do. I tell about Larry Flint because I was out there in a campaign in '83 to replace Larry McDonald, a congressman doctor, in Atlanta Piedmont Hospital. So it involved big names, and I had a letter from the FBI, et cetera, ongoing investigation, national security involved. So I'm skipping all of what's ongoing, what happened to me, and what I've been telling. I'm going to get to, I've been putting up for a while. I'm allergic to chemicals, and my immune system attacks itself when I inhale toxic fumes. This has been deliberate and ongoing, and deliberately made a pauper. And it's been bad all along. To be in your room and pay a week's rent, and you can't stay. You have to lose your rent and go. I usually go to the national forest, walk when I could. Now I can't walk or put a backpack on. But I do have some income, not much. So that goes for rent. And then I've been made bounce around really a lot because of the fumes. And this is deliberate. Everybody has something to hide. The law enforcement behind it gets things on people and get their cooperation in order to dismiss a charge or don't charge them. You get the drift. And in some cases, it's my understanding, they've threatened the child. So the people will, it's okay to do it to me. They feel okay to engage in the crimes being done to me, and it is a crime, assault and battery with intent. And I'm sure there are a lot of other charges that could be added if I had an attorney, which I don't. They're either afraid of it or don't care. Most of the time here it's they don't care. So I've put photos up, and you can tell from just a month ago or 2 months ago when I got my phone back, somebody had taken it and tried to destroy everything. And look at me now. Now then, where I'm living now, it's just been ongoing really bad. Where I was living, and I'm not going to go back beyond that. The last of June, I moved in at Travel, and they started paving. That's asphalt. They did not tell me, and they totally know about my immune disorder. My immune system attacks itself when I inhale. You have to get away from it. There's no cure. So you have to get away from it. Other than you can take medicine for inflammation, and it can kill you over a period of time. The accumulation of the toxic fumes, the inflammation it causes to your kidneys, your lungs, every part of your body. And whatever is going on now and yesterday affects my legs, the veins, they sting. I can't even walk now. I really can't. I'm having to hold on. This is how my body has reacted to whatever's in here now. So I'm just going to skip. I had to go to a motel and pay a cab and all that, so I'm left with no money. When I came in here, it's an efficiency, and you have a living room and a bath and a kitchen, living room combination, bedroom. And I had to pay every penny I had when I came here, and the lady knows about my disorder. Very well she knows. And I asked her specifically, had they done any paving? Because that's why I was moving from out there. No, they had not recently. And then I said, well, have you done remodeling? Which I called her a couple of months ago, at least a couple. And she said, well, she had one room. She had it nice and ready for me. It had just been remodeled. So I took a hint then, and I didn't take the room because she totally knows. So anyway, I was so desperate this time, I had nowhere to go. And I can't walk anymore hardly. It's getting very difficult. So I came on over. I trusted her to tell me the truth. Well, when I went in, had to dismiss the cab because I couldn't sit there and keep paying him. So I put my stuff in this room. and I paid the rent. And I asked her again, and she said, because the pavement looked like it was recently paved. And she said, no, that wasn't recent, and no remodeling. Well, I came into the room, and lo and behold, I didn't spend the night until it's killing me. It's pain that's unbelievable, and knowing that it's really tearing my organs up and making me to where I'm helpless. And they really isolated me. When I say they, if you've listened to what I've been told, anybody has, you can understand the power they have. And they can do pretty much anything they want to, especially when people don't care. People here, because I was kidnapped, they view me as an interloper. Just get the hell away from me. So they take care of their own. So I'm an outsider to them. And I started having trouble the minute right after I came in. Almost instantly, it was the cabinets. I noticed them, that they were recent. So when you turn on the stove, I was so glad to have a stove. I hadn't in so long. I couldn't use it because they had remodeled it. Maybe that wasn't the last month or two, but they had paved a month before I came here. It was months, so my next door neighbor told me, and I believe him, I can tell by looking. So I'm inhaling that, and she told me they weren't going to be doing any carpets or anything like that. Well, the next morning when I woke up, lo and behold, they were doing the carpets, and it wasn't Stanley Steamer. This is bad stuff. It didn't even have the name on the trucks. So they did all the bottom, and then it's got a balcony with the same amount of rooms. They did all the carpets up there, plus painting the doors. Well, I understand now, after they got through with that they've got something in the room, just like in the past. This is ongoing, that I face, and I can't get anything done. And they can always say, because you can't take pictures of this, they can always say, well, that's crazy, we're not doing that. I've put documents up in the past that prove it over and time again. So there's really no doubt in anybody's mind, but they can get away with it. So I gave them the deposit and paid for the month. And I found the cabinets were new, and I've forgotten what else. But anyway, what was coming out of, even if I turned it off and just left the fan on, the overhead vents were pouring out fumes that were just killing me and paralyzing me. So I knew I had to try to stay here. I had no money. Gave all of it to her for the rent. So